Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons for using VPNs. In this video, I'm going to help you decide if you should use one or not. I'm known here on YouTube as the VPN guy, and in fact, I'm the first person who made the very first VPN tier list, which you can find at vpntierlist.com. I recommend using an A-tier VPN if you do decide to go with a VPN. I'll be putting my favorite one in the description down below, as well as a link to Unblocking, a service that will make it very hard for you to actually get doxxed. So if you're interested in kind of improving your privacy beyond VPNs, that's an excellent thing you should probably be looking at. Additionally, guys, just because I'm known as a VPN guy doesn't mean in this video I'm just going to be shilling a VPN, trying to get you to use a VPN. I'm going to be providing an honest list of the pros and cons to help you guys decide if you actually need one, because sponsorships suck. You know, I don't take any sponsorships on the channel right now. Additionally, having extra revenue go to services you don't need also sucks. So I'm going to be as honest as possible in this video. All right, guys, I'm going to be doing one pro, one con throughout the rest of the video. So let's get into it. First up, guys, VPNs can be very useful for unblocking various geo-restrictions with various websites. Take, for example, Netflix. If you use a VPN, you can access different content libraries like the Japanese version of Netflix, which has access to more anime than the US version of Netflix. Simultaneously, if you don't live in a certain area, you can use VPNs to trick these websites to think you are in that area. So if you want to watch the USA version of Netflix and you're in Japan, or various other things with various different other websites like Prime Video and these kind of things that are located in the United States and restricted to only US citizens. So if you see someone using a VPN to do something like this, that kind of explains why. One con for VPNs, though, is that they can kind of impede your speed a little bit. Now, if you pick the right VPN, it can only be around 5 to 10% speed decrease. For example, I usually get a gig internet without a VPN on. I could get around 900. With VPN on, I get around 850 megabits a second. So it's not a huge decrease, but if you pick the wrong VPN, it could be as much as 50%. So you really do got to be careful with the VPN you pick, and it can be a significant con. That said, there is another pro we could discuss, is that VPNs are very good at encrypting your internet traffic. One of the main use cases is they make you more anonymous on the internet. They will hide you from your ISP, make it harder for your ISP to see what you're doing. They won't be able to see any of the websites you're doing or any of your internet traffic, and without a VPN, they can pretty much see everything you're doing all the time. Another con could be that a VPN is just something you have to have on your computer. It's something you have to have on your phone. You have to remember to use it, turn it on, and stuff like that to get use case out of it. That's definitely something to kind of think about if you really want to have to worry about that. That said, here's another pro. In certain countries, especially even in the United States nowadays, certain states block access to certain websites. For example, Texas and 7 or 8 different other republic states are starting to block porn. Now, they're not directly blocking porn, but they're asking websites like Pornhub and these kind of websites to basically have people upload their IDs to their websites. And this is just ridiculous, and they don't want to have to go through with that because it's a huge privacy violation. They're responsible for that data, responsible for making sure this kind of restrictions are in place, and they don't want to have to deal with all that. So they're blocking access to these websites in these states. So using a VPN, you can actually get around these restrictions, and a lot of people in the United States are now using VPNs just to watch porn. That said, one con to VPNs could be that it sometimes can make browsing the web slower. Some websites are kind of restricted with VPNs. They might get mad you're using a VPN. They might block your access. And this doesn't happen all the time, but it's something you might notice here and there when using a VPN provider, just to be honest. Another use case for VPNs could be bypassing game bans and server bans. This is more common to P2P matchmaking systems, and you might be familiar with this if you're someone who's been gaming for a while. Certain game servers you join, like in Rust or other servers, can ban you based on your IP address, and by using a VPN, you can actually change your IP address and unblock these bans and restrictions on your IP. So definitely a good use for using a VPN with gaming. That said, another pro to using a VPN is actually that they can hide your internet activity while torrenting. If you're not using a VPN while torrenting, your IP address can be leaked to various companies, and you could get a threatening letter in the mail telling you, hey, we caught you torrenting, we're going to cut off your internet access or send you fines. So one big reason people use VPNs is actually to hide their activity while torrenting. Definitely something that a lot of people use VPNs for to just protect their file sharing. Okay guys, one other con though could be that VPNs aren't 100% anonymous. You are trusting an external company to hide your traffic to protect you from these kind of things. So when looking for a VPN, you really want to find a VPN that does not collect logs and is trusted, has stuff like no log audits, transparency reports, and stuff like that. And that's why the VPN tier list has a big in-depth privacy section to analyze a VPN based on these merits. Again, choose an A-tier VPN provider. That said, guys, one pro for a VPN is that some VPNs have really cool features, like NordVPN. It actually has a feature called Nord Mesh, which allows you to use VPN technology to create a WireGuard tunnel that basically lets people remotely connect to your computer, and you could set up LAN networks basically with it. So that's a pretty cool feature with NordVPN's mesh kind of networking. Additionally, one more pro, kind of bandwagoning off that one, is that VPNs not only just encrypt and anonymize your internet activity, some even have features like ad blocking that can block ads on your computer, which is a really nice built-in feature. That said, a VPN will not, like I said, make you 100% anonymous. You are trusting this external company, and you do need other tools in your toolkit. If you've seen any videos on YouTube telling you not to use a VPN, they singularly focus on this idea that VPNs kind of mass market anonymity at large, but don't actually provide it. But that said, VPNs don't provide 100% anonymity. There are still things like cookies you need to consider, using a secure browser like Brave, using a password manager, and even using antivirus can help you with your privacy and security. So yeah, they don't do everything, but you do need to consider other things too. That's just something to think about. Although that said, some VPNs do provide a lot. Surfshark, for example, does provide built-in antivirus and a lot of cool other features. Lastly, guys, one other con is that some VPNs are illegal in certain countries, or not just certain VPNs, but using a VPN altogether. If you're in some place like China or Russia, you really got to be careful using a VPN, because if you're doing illegal stuff and you get caught while using it, it could be pretty bad for you. All right, guys, this was my total rundown of the pros and cons of using a VPN. Let me know down in the comments down below if you got this far. Let me know if you decide to use one or not. Let me know how you learned about a VPN. Let me know if you're going to go with an A-tier VPN provider. Also, those links down in the description down below and on my website will get you the best prices and discounts. All right, guys, I'll see you again very soon.